Everyone, welcome to SS Edu Talks. This is Dr. Sabna. I'm working as an assistant professor in Elims College of Pharmacy in Kerala. So, as we all know that COVID-19 pandemic has originated from Wuhan in Hubei province of China in the last of December 2019, and it was known that the symptoms was first reported by 57-year-old women, and she showed symptoms of severe pneumonia. Many cases of pneumonia was reported from that time onwards. So pneumonia is one of the complication that is associated with increased number of death due to COVID-19. So in this video, we are giving a short description or general description about pneumonia. So pneumonia is an infection which is caused by the pathogens like bacteria, fungi, or parasites or viruses. So before going to pneumonia, we have to know about the respiratory system and what are the structures which are involved in the respiratory system. So basically, we have a trachea. Trachea helps to inhale and exhale the air, and in trachea, the trachea will divide into two bronchi, and each bronchi will enter into each lungs, that is right and left lungs, and the bronchi will divide into certain branches, and at last it will divide and further it will end up in a balloon like structure or a bunch of grape like structure called alveoli. Yeah, so alveoli is like it's a functional unit of the respiratory system. It is the basic and most functional unit that helps in the gas exchange. Alveoli or alveoli is surrounded by capillaries or small blood vessels that help in the gas exchange. So this alveoli has a capacity to expand and contract and collapse. That is, when we inhale the air, the alveola will expand, and after the gas exchange, after giving the oxygen into the blood vessel, it will collapse and it will exhale the carbon dioxide outwards. So this is the thing, the oxygen from the alveolar space will be going into the blood vessel, and the carbon dioxide from the blood vessel will go into the alveolar space, and it will go out as an exhalation. So the pneumonia will be caused by bacteria or by viruses, as in COVID-19 it's a virus, yes, you all know, and by fungi or rarely by a parasitic infection. Okay, so this is the overall picture that demonstrates a respiratory system. So when we inhale certain amount of air that contains the particulate matter like dust particles or pollen or germs and all, so we have a structure called cilia. Cilia are movable structure that prevent the entry of the particulate matter from getting into the lungs. Okay, so these can move and these can propel the substances outward the lungs through cough. Okay, so when we go into or when we are exposed to dust, we will sneeze, right? So that is all the mechanism by the cilia to propel the dust particles or the germs outward the respiratory tract. So that's a protective factor actually. Okay, so yeah, this is the cilia. Okay, so basically when we have when a microorganism or a colony of microorganism enter the body, we usually have a ability to resist against that. So that is called the immunity. So immunity is the ability of an individual to resist or fight against infection. Okay, so when we inhale certain amount of air that contains the bacteria or virus or fungi that get into the alveolar space. Okay, so in the alveolar space that attacks the cells. So in the cells we have got an immune cells like some T cells, B cells, some inflammatory immunity cells. So these immunity cell will actually fight against the microorganism and tries to kill them. So if that succeed, then the bacteria or the virus will move away, and that everything will be cleared out of the respiratory tract and it will be normal. But in case when the individual has very low immunity, or the bacteria or the virus is multiplying inside the body, so that is so there the inflammatory cell will have the compromised ability, that is the ability will be compromised, but still the body will try to eliminate them. Yeah, so as a result of fighting against the bacteria or the pathogens in that alveolar cells, they develop an exudate. Exudate means a fluid that fills in the alveolar spaces. So when the alveolar spaces will not, so whenever there is a fluid filled inside the alveolar spaces, it loses the ability to expand. So when it loses the ability to expand or collapse, then the air exchange will be compromised. Okay, that is, there is the oxygen and the carbon dioxide exchange will be inhibited. Okay, so that is, the wall of the alveolar sacs will be inflamed, and also the fluid will be filled inside the alveolar spaces. So the elasticity will be lost. So as a result, what will happen means our body will not get enough oxygen. Okay, so this is the basic thing that we have to understand in a pneumonia. This is the thing that is occurring in a pneumonia. So this is the normal alveolar sac, and whenever we get an infection, whenever we get a pneumonia, the alveolar sacs will be filled with the fluid or the exudate, and the gas exchange will be compromised or limited. So basically we have 3 lobes in the right lung and 2 lobes in the left lung. So whenever we have an infection in a lobe, firstly the symptoms will not be that much severe, but when it transmits, or when the infection is transmitted to other lobes, then the symptoms will be severe according to the spread of the, or degree of spread of the infection. Okay. So what are the symptoms of the pneumonia? As we all know that whenever an infection occurs, the first symptom that our body will try to expose is fever. Yeah, so fever will be the first and foremost symptom in pneumonia, and then the other symptoms will be productive cough, or the cough with the expectorant, that is cough with sputum, and sore throat, chest pain, fatigue, that is very weak or tiredness, and muscle aches, that is body pain, and headache will be there, as in COVID, that is COVID-19 will have these set of symptoms. Okay. So what are the treatment which are available right now? So whenever a pneumonia occur, if it is due to bacteria, then we will give antibiotics. If it is due to fungus, then we will give antifungal agents. But if it is due to virus, then we have to give antiviral drugs. But unfortunately, we don't have a specific drug against the COVID-19. So we are giving the existing antiviral agents that that can fight against the virus, but that is not very specific treatment as well. Okay, so these are the treatment measures of pneumonia. And so firstly, whenever so as a pneumonia, we all know that the oxygen will be compromised, that is, we won't get enough oxygen to for the metabolic needs of the body. So as a result of increased work of breathing, the oxygen will not be there. So as a part of symptomatic management, the first line measure we have to give is oxygen supplementation. External oxygen should be given. Okay, so the first and foremost thing that we will give an oxygen, we will provide an oxygen through oxygen mask, and some patients will not get enough oxygen, or some patients will not get enough oxygen through an oxygen mask. So they will again show some symptoms of hypoxia or reduced oxygen. So we will have to put the patient in a mechanical ventilator. So almost all the mechanical ventilator will work by applying certain amount of pressure, and supplying the oxygen under a high pressure, so that the alveoli can expand and accommodate the oxygen and can give oxygen to the body. Yeah, so this is the thing about the pneumonia. Hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Thank you so much.